Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at one of ASRock's new motherboards. It's their Z590 Velocita, which is part of their Phantom gaming lineup. And in this video I'm going to be unboxing the motherboard and giving you a look at the main features. Looking at what's contained in the box beneath the motherboard, we've got our quick installation guide and our software setup guide. We've got a CD with our drivers on it. We've got a Phantom Gaming postcard. We've got some stickers. We've got some ASRock Velcro cable straps. And we've got a Phantom Gaming keyring. We've got 3 standoffs and 3 screws for securing M.2 SSDs. We've got a 3cm cooling fan which can be mounted on the VRM heatsink to improve cooling. We've also got a bracket allowing you to mount a larger 4cm fan for improved cooling and noise. This fan needs to be purchased as an optional extra from ASRock. We've got 4 SATA data cables. 2 of them have straight connectors on the end and 2 of them have right angle connectors. We've got the antenna for our Wi-Fi. We've got a graphics card holder. And we've got a wireless dongle USB bracket. So starting from the bottom left hand side, we've got a HD audio connector. Next to that, we've got a Thunderbolt connector. Then we've got 2 RGB connectors. There's a 3-pin addressable RGB connector and a 4-pin non-addressable connector. Next to that, we've got a single USB 2.0 connector. Then there's a trusted platform module header. We've got 2 4-pin fan or water pump connectors. We've got a postcode display, then there's a power LED and speaker header. Finally, down the bottom right hand side, we've got our system panel header where you're going to plug in things like your power and reset switch. Working up the motherboard, we've got a clear CMOS button. We've got another 4-pin fan or water pump header. We've got 6 SATA connectors. We've got a right angle USB 3.2 Gen 1 header. Then we've got another 4-pin fan or water pump header. Then we've got a front panel Type-C header, which is USB 3.2 Gen 2x2, which will support speeds up to 20 gigabit per second. Then we've got another USB 3.2 Gen 1 header. This one is forward facing. Then we've got a 24-pin ATX power connector. And then we've got some power and reset buttons. On the top right hand side of the board, we've got a VRM fan connector for using the optional fan that comes with the motherboard. Above that, we've got 2 RGB connectors. Again, we've got one 3-pin 5V addressable connector and also a 12V 4-pin non-addressable connector. Beside that, we've got our CPU fan header, and next to that, there's a second CPU fan header or water pump header. On the top left-hand side of the board, we've got 2 8-pin EPS power connectors. Looking at the RAM slots, the motherboard has 4 DDR4 slots with gold contacts in the slots. It will support up to a maximum of 128 gigabytes of RAM, up to a maximum speed of 4800 MHz. The motherboard has a 14-phase power design with 60 amp chokes. We've got some pretty beefy aluminium heat sinks over the VRM, and these are connected with a heat pipe design. As we've mentioned, there is an option to actively cool the VRM using the enclosed 3cm fan. ASRock also include a bracket for a larger 4cm fan, which can be purchased as an optional extra. Just below this, we've got our 5th and final case fan stroke water pump connector. In the middle of the motherboard, we've got an LGA 1200 socket, which will support both 10th and 11th gen Intel Core processors. And then we've got 4 holes to mount the backplate for your CPU cooler. And as we've mentioned, the motherboard is using Intel's new Z590 chipset. The motherboard has 4 Pcie sockets, and it's good to see there's steel armour on all 3 of the by 16 sockets. So the top socket is Gen 4 by 16, then we've got a Gen 3 by 1, then there's another Gen 4 by 16, and the bottom one is Gen 3 by 16. So it is important to note that you're only going to get Gen 4 speeds with a new Rocket Lake CPU. The motherboard has 3 M.2 SSDs, and it's only the top socket which will support Gen 4 speeds. And to use that top socket, again, you're going to need to have a new 11th gen Rocket Lake CPU. The other 2 M.2 SSD sockets offer either SATA or PCIe Gen 3x4 connectivity. The motherboard has ASRock's flexible integrated I/O shield, which makes mounting it in a case straightforward. Connectivity wise, we've got a HDMI 2.0 and a DisplayPort 1.4, both of which will support 4K at 60 Hz. Beneath that, we've got 2 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports, which ASRock label as Lightning Gaming ports. If you look at the I/O shield, you'll notice that these ports are marked with a keyboard and a mouse symbol. These 2 ports are sourced from 2 different controller interfaces, which allows both your keyboard and your mouse to work at low latency and have improved performance when gaming. Beside that, we've got 2 USB 2.0 ports. Below that, we've got another 4 USB 3.2 Gen 1 ports. Beside that, we've got 2 LAN connectors. The top connector supports 2.5 gigabit LAN. This port supports ASRock's CPU Direct Source LAN, where the LAN chip can be controlled directly by the CPU. The lower port is a standard 1 gigabit LAN. Beneath that, we've got the antennas for our Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.2. Another feature that ASRock offer with this board is their killer Double Shot Pro technology, which allows your computer to use all the network adapters at the same time, getting speeds of up to 4.9 gigabits per second. Beneath that, we've got 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports. One is Type A, one is Type C, and these both support speeds of 10 gigabits per second. Beneath that, we've got the standard audio ports, and the motherboard supports 7.1 channel HD audio. Another nice feature that comes with the motherboard is the wireless dongle USB bracket. You can go ahead and connect this up to the motherboard's USB 2.0 header, and this gives you an additional 2 USB Type A ports. This is designed to have your wireless dongles plugged into it, so there's going to be less interference from your Wi-Fi. The other nice feature that comes with the motherboard is the GPU support bracket. So I think you'll agree this is not only a great looking motherboard, but a motherboard that has an awful lot of great features. I've got a build all lined up for it, so you'll be seeing this in one of my videos very soon. And a big thanks to ASRock for sending it out. Okay, that's everything for now. I'll see you in the next video.